In a culture that tells us we can choose motherhood or, Good Counsel knows we're meant for motherhood and. Hi, I'm Samantha Elbertson. I work on behalf of the maternity home Good Counsel. We have 4 homes in New York and New Jersey where motherhood is rescued, preserved, and celebrated every day. Welcome to our podcast, Motherhood and, where we spend time talking with women living out their vocation of motherhood and their roles in the community. We speak to pro-life activists, contributors to Catholic culture, entrepreneurs, great legal minds, gentle, humble hearts, those who work on behalf of women in need, breaking cycles of poverty, abuse, and homelessness, and mothers working every day to form and nourish a new generation. This is Motherhood and. Welcome to a special episode of the Motherhood and podcast. In this unique installment, we bring you 2 powerful stories from residents from Good Counsel's maternity homes. In their own words and voices, Mamie and Venus share their unique journeys. They have bravely and generously written out their stories in order to give a firsthand account of the transformative impact of their time at Good Counsel. Mamie's speech explores the challenges she faced after her support system dramatically fell apart and she fell into bad behavior and a poor self-image. She takes us on her emotional path, highlighting the support she found within Good Counsel and the hope she discovered through giving life to her son, Grayson. Venus's speech offers a different perspective. She grew up the child of a teen mom with an unexpected pregnancy. Venus discusses the obstacles she's overcome and how Good Counsel's guidance and community played a pivotal role in her life and that of her family's. These stories you are about to hear serve as a powerful reminder of the resilience and unwavering love of mothers for their children, demonstrating that motherhood is indeed an and. It is through their motherhood that each found their worth and God-given dignity. It is through pregnancy and the support of a maternity home that they each are carving out their place in this world and setting solid foundations for their children and future generations. We will first hear from Mamie as she presents her story in an interview at our most recent South Jersey benefit. And then we will listen to Chris Bell introduce Venus's story and hear her own testimony as she speaks to the guests at this year's Father Benedict Rochelle Award Dinner.
Hi, my name is Mamie Rogers, and I'm one of the Exodus moms from Good Counsel in Riverside. It's an honor and privilege to talk to you guys and speaking to you guys this evening about my journey from before, after, and during. Before I left Good Counsel, I'm originally from New Jersey. I grew up in Ewing Township. I come from a big family. I'm West African, East African, West Indian, and Somalian. I have 16 brothers and 18 sisters and 1 biological sister. I was raised in a single mother home until I was 8 when my stepfather came. I was raised well from the women in my family, college educated and taught to become a strong, mature woman. I went to college and got my degree in 3 different fields. In early and middle childhood, I seen the struggles of becoming a single mother, from watching my mother take odd jobs and while going to nursing school at Rutgers University. We have slept in family members' homes and in our cars. Seeing that, I always told myself that when I have children, I won't put my child through that. I made sure that I would do my best and learn what my struggles are, which made me the woman I am today. I had a phenomenal relationship with my mother and sister, but one day all that came crumbling down when my mother was diagnosed with kidney failure. And if you really know me, my mom is really my rock. Some people would say we are actually twins. On January 1st, 2013, my mom took a turn for the worst and she went to heaven with God. I went into a very dark place. I was partying with the wrong crowd, hanging out with the wrong people, dating the wrong type of men. From that, I got into very numerous relationships, being abused sexually, physical, emotionally. Had a couple of domestic violence, and I just became numb because I thought that was fine. I was just running out of control, working, drinking. One day I just got arrested for having too many domestic violence, and I had to stay 8 months in jail. During that time while I was in jail, I went to church and met a lady from the Church of the Highland who became my mentor, Miss Jamaica Lewis, who took me on her wing and helped me to see my right and my ways and told me that God did not want this for me. She actually helped me to get out of jail, and I changed my life around. As I went through that, I had met my son's father, and I thought everything would work out. That was not the case, but I later found that out. I was abused emotionally, physically, sexually, and verbally. You would think that would be a sign for me to run away, but it wasn't. I just started to think maybe he'll change, especially since we were raising his other children in the home. Then COVID happened, so I thought maybe I'd give it one more chance for us to try to fix it, and it worked for a little bit. Then I got pregnant. So when I found out I was pregnant, I had told him he wanted me to have an abortion. And this was our third pregnancy. We already had 2 miscarriages and a stillborn. Parts of me was under denial until I saw my baby's heartbeat. And something just changed in me for good. So I decided I was going to give my baby the same love that my mother gave me. So I made a plan with one of my work moms to escape. And we made the plan, and we had called Miss Faye from Good Counsel home in the Bronx to see if they had any space. And they told me they did, but in Jersey. So we decided that what I was going to do, my friend at the time told the father of my child what I was doing. He found me and beat me up, sexually assaulted me again, almost tried to kill me. If it wasn't for my work mom and her husband coming, I'd probably be dead, and I'll be here with you guys today. So he got arrested. We called my family, and I got on the first plane to New Jersey. So as I got situated in New Jersey, I had to stay with my aunt for 14 days because of COVID. You have to stay before I can enter the house. And as the 14 days was up, I remember reading Psalms 46:1. And knew everything would work out. As I entered the Good Counsel house in Riverside, I met Miss Isabel Lopez, who was the case manager at the time, who opened open doors, and Miss Dominique Costa, who was the house manager at the time. At first, I was very shy, guarded, and watching everything because I didn't want to get close to anybody. I met Miss Anissa, who was the RA at the time. And honestly, I actually never knew that, but Miss Anissa would be the one person I really would need. It ended up happening that she became my mentor in the house. And I was going through a lot of ups and downs. I didn't trust anybody, but we became close. She was the breath air I needed, and I think my mom sent me to Good Counsel for that. She helped me overcome a lot of my anxiety, stress. She bought me a journal to write everything and make a goals plans. She would tell you I did not listen to half of the stuff. I still want to do stuff my own way, but no, that was not going to be the case. They threw me a gender reveal, and I wanted a girl. I had a boy, and she knew I had a boy. And I think that was a blessing. Everybody said we need a boy because everybody in the house had girls. So he was the only boy. I named him Grayson, and he changed me for the better. As I progressed and become a new mom, I went through a lot of postpartum, a very lot of postpartum. I didn't trust anybody. It wasn't for Miss Nissa, Miss Nene. I don't know where I would be. They told me you could take time. I had a C-section, so I had to heal longer than most people. So I still made my plans, and I was applying everywhere for housing. So one day I got approved for housing, and I told Miss Anissa. They were highly upset because I was moving out of town to Virginia. I was not in Jersey, but they knew it was best because I was only going to stay there for a year and come back. So as I was planning for that, I started doing my CNA class and quit that in Jersey. But I promised Miss Anissa I will finish it. So when we moved to Virginia, I found a program called Total Action in Progress, which is TAP, where they helped me pay for my CNA. And I graduated and got my CNA and just finished my RMA. And I feel like everything is going in place, and that only happened because the people at Good Counsel. I had to come through Good Counsel to somehow find myself and realize what my self-worth is and want my child to be proud of mom. So what I can say for the new moms and old moms, I would say to give this program a chance because it really helped me really have to become a little bit vulnerable. It's as hard as it sounds, you have to be a little bit vulnerable and trust the process. Not every process is the same. You will find that one person you connect to and they really want the best of you because anybody can be in our situation. I want to thank Chris Bell, Miss Vanessa, for everything, giving me multiple chances. Without you guys, I don't know where me and my son would be. And I really thank you guys for this program. Sometimes it's the strangers that you meet become your family because a lot of people don't have their family. And sometimes family throw their back on you if you're the black sheep or they don't like your lifestyle. And it's the people that you meet and grow into because I feel Good Counsel is a family. So anyone who wanted to help, you are part of that big family.
I think nobody can really speak better about Good Counsel, honestly, than a mom. And every mom's story is different, but it's our mom and her child or children that shares with us. And Venus Monge, a young woman, came to us. She was born of a 14-year-old mom and lived some of her life in shelters. She had to mature quickly and took the responsibility of her other siblings. She obviously would say it's not been easy, but the beauty and the love that I think you'll also see in this young woman shows how much hope and how much life can come out of any difficult situation. She had a daughter, Leilani, who was born in the South during her travels, but she came back to New Jersey to live with family because of the continued difficulties she's experienced. And she became employed as a teaching assistant at a Christian school in New Jersey. Then became pregnant again, and in her family setting, she couldn't live there. And that's where we met her with Good Counsel, being one of the few places where a pregnant mom can come with her 3-year-old daughter. She came to our Spring Valley home April 11th this year, has lived there ever since. On August 4th, she gave birth to another beautiful little girl, Baleen, who's a chubby little angel, they like to say. And she started working again yesterday, so we had to pull her out of work a little early to get her here tonight. But I don't want to say anything more except, Venus, will you please come up here and share your story?
Good evening. My name is Venus, and I reside with my daughters, Leilani and Balin at the Good Counsel home in Spring Valley. My daughter Leilani and I arrived at Good Counsel on April 11th of this year. I was pregnant and previously living with my aunt and my uncle in New Jersey. My family has been very loving and supportive of my daughter and me, but they have 3 children, and when I became unexpectedly pregnant, I knew that we could no longer remain in their home. I received referrals to maternity shelters, but none would accept me and my 3-year-old daughter accept Good Counsel. Leilani and I are a family, and wherever I go, Leilani goes with me. I was very grateful that Good Counsel is willing to accept women who have children. That benefit is rare. I am a working mother. I work as a teaching assistant at a Christian preschool. During the past school year, Leilani went to daycare in New Jersey, but in mid-June, I asked if Leilani could receive childcare at home. The staff accommodated me and provided all-day childcare to Leilani while I was working. She was given her meals, encouraged to take a nap, and from what I was told, she did not always want to comply. Was given toys and activities and basically had all her needs met. She really got to know the staff of the house and has become quite fond of them, and they are very fond of her. The staff also negotiated with the local Catholic church to provide Leilani with free day camp, Summer with Jesus, which gave me the opportunity to rest during my 9th month. When my baby was born, Leilani went to my aunt and uncle. However, she was eager to return and asked to go back home. For Leilani and myself, home is Good Counsel in Spring Valley. I am grateful for the opportunity to have a home. I have returned to work and will continue to save in order to obtain housing for my daughters and myself. I would like to thank all of you for all you do to provide for women and children like myself, Leilani and Balin. Your contributions matter and make a difference. Thank you again, and may God bless you.
If a woman is pregnant, she shouldn't have to worry about how she's going to carry, deliver, and care for her child. She can call Good Counsel. We need you to help spread the good news that Good Counsel's doors are open for all women, pregnant and parenting, and in need. Please join us and be an advocate for motherhood. Subscribe to our podcast, Motherhood and, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please be sure to visit Good Counsel's website for more information and to get involved at goodcounselhomes.org. We ask that you share our maternity help website, help.goodcounselhomes.org. Please share this website with others often so that it will reach more women in need. Subscribe to Good Counsel's YouTube channel for more inspiring and edifying content about maternity homes, the pro-life movement, and the life and ministry of Good Counsel's founder, Father Benedict Groeschel. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Good Counsel Homes. If you have any questions or ideas for future guests or topics, please message us on Facebook or Instagram. Remember, life is love. Talk to you soon.